This is part 2 of Merita formatting by Guy. So once again, this tutorial will take you through the secondary steps that some of them that I've left out from the previous formatting video. So if we jump straight into it, the first thing that we want to do is to ensure that the logos are the correct dimension. So as we can see here, this particular logo is out of shape. The AIBT is a bit skewed, so we're going to delete that. And I've previously copied my logo. We'll paste that in here. It's a bit too large, so we'll resize it down. And if we scroll back up, after resizing it again a little bit more, then we can put it on the same line. And it's important to drag this corner box in order to maintain that dimension. So the second thing that we need to do is to ensure that the title must always be below the logo. So here we will cut that, we'll enter onto a new line, ensure that the title is below the logo, once again the size of 24, and also not bolded. Spacing between the lines, this is quite important. The easiest way to do this is to, I'll first show you what I mean by spacing between the lines. If we move down here, we can see that some lines seem to have a small space between them, whereas other lines seem to have a large space in between them. The easiest way to do this is to select all by pressing Ctrl then A, hitting this button here, which is in regards to the line spacing. Hit line spacing options and type these options in. Before, we will hit 0. After, we must type this in, 1 space line, L-I-N-E. Line spacing should be multiple at 1.15. We'll press OK. And this should make everything very consistent, a very consistent spacing in between. So if we move on to the next part, which is heading and subheadings, we need to know all headings must be on a new page. And the easiest way to do this, if we move down here, we can see here, for example, that this particular heading is now on the previous page. The easiest way to put it always on a new page, hit here just before the start of the heading, press Ctrl on your keyboard, then Enter. And then this will deliver onto the new page. This is the easiest way to do it. So once again here, the title is at the bottom of the page, so we must delete. So what we can do is we can keep on deleting until it goes to the previous page. And once we get to the previous page, we can press Ctrl, then Enter, and this will deliver it to the new page. So all spacing between the headings and the body font, there must be no spacing between the heading. As you can see here, between this heading and this body font here, there is this one space here. We want to delete that and ensure that is done throughout. So if you go back up here, this space in between here, delete that as well. Table formatting. So the formatting of the table must mean that all the font is the same type of font as well as the same size, and important parts are to be bolded. If we come down here for an example of one, you can see here that this table is not only on 2 pages, but it also has a variety of fonts. So we want to change it to Times New Roman, and we're going to change it to a size of font 13. We can press Ctrl Enter here, and once again, so this is a much neater version of the table. So these particular figures are important, so we're going to press Ctrl B to bold these, and this is up to your judgment. So also we're going to have a look at this particular part, which is the size of the logos and the footers. So as you can see here, this footer is actually a bit too large. We want this footer font to be smaller than usual. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight this, and we're going to make it size 10 font. And this will make it much smaller and much more pleasant to view. Also, this logo may be a little bit too large, so we're going to make it a little bit smaller. And that's all we need to do. We also want to add page numbers to this particular section. Easiest way to do this is to click the insert button here. Once we move over here, we can see that there's a page number, so I want to insert one at the bottom of the page, and we're going to wait for it to load, and we're going to insert it in the bottom right hand corner. As you can see here, there is a new page number now. One of the final things we will do is we're going to update the contents page now that we have modified everything. So if we scroll back up to here, our contents page is still our old contents page. Simply press update table, update entire table, press OK, and then this will add in the new details. So that's all for now. That's Merita formatting part 2. Thank you for listening.